Welcome to the Determined Mom Show, the only marketing podcast dedicated to guiding mom CEOs into tranquility, wealth, and multiplying those precious moments. Welcome to episode 171 of the Determined Mom Show. I am your host, Amanda Tento, and I am very excited to talk to you today about a topic. And most of the topics that I come up with come from my actual business. So when I deal with clients, a lot of the things that I find are recurring. If I find something that more than one client is experiencing, then I will definitely bring it up because I feel like if a handful of people are experiencing it, then most likely you may be too. So today we're going to talk about why you should leave Google business advertising to a professional. And that is a pretty simple answer because it's pretty complicated and there's a lot more to it than just turning on an ad, such as Facebook. There are many things that you can tweak over time. There's a lot going on. Before we get into all that, I want to go back and talk about some examples of this. So I have a client who has been off and on running Google ads and not really seeing any success, but definitely seeing the money going out. And they have only had one conversion from Google ads in the however long years that they've been running it. So this is not a good thing. You should be getting lots of views, you should be getting lots of clicks, and you should be getting conversions. One of the reasons that this is such a big deal is because a lot of businesses don't want to put in the time and effort to create an actual landing page. So you can, I will not say you can't. You can send people to any page on your website. However, if you send them to a page on your website and it has 20 other options for them to click, that is not going to be effective. It's not going to help you in any way to get them to click on the one thing that you want them to click on if you're giving them 20 options to click on. So I've gotten a lot of resistance in, creating an actual effective landing page and making sure that that landing page is the only one that it goes to. There's no menu, there's no footer, there's no other information, and there's only one action that your clients can take. That is where you want to be sending them for Google Ads. So that's one thing that I've been encountering. So going back, the first reason you should leave Google Ads to a pro is one, because you may be wasting your money. And Google Ads professionals are very familiar with how to increase your results. That's pretty much what we do. And we want to see your money working for you instead of working against you. There are a lot of layers to Google Ads, making sure that you have conversion tracking set up. So the landing page that I was just talking about, which is really number 2, making sure that you have a landing page that is effective and easy to use, easy to read, and that will convert is number 2. And if you have a Google Ads professional, make sure you're listening to their input on that, because that is what's going to get you conversions. They've seen landing pages that are effective. They've seen what works. So just listen to them. It may not be exactly how you as a business professional want your landing page to look, but it's going to work. Keep that in mind. Number 3 is going to be reporting. A Google Ads professional can provide you with reports that are easy to read. Google Ads itself is not easy to read in the back end, and they have a kind of like a simple version, and then they have like a professional version of Google Ads that you can switch back and forth between, and they're just 2 different views. The simple version is relatively easy to read, but it doesn't give you all the data that you might want to see. That's where you would want to use the professional view, but the professional view gives you too much data. So what do? Definitely hire someone to do your Google Ads, and then they will give you a beautiful, simple report that's easy to read. You can see the top keywords. You can see if you're converting. You can see how many clicks you're getting, so much stuff at your fingertips. So that is one more reason. And another reason is going to be because of keywords, making sure that you're hitting the right keywords. There are keywords that you probably haven't even thought of that will get you the right person, the right client. So making sure that you're expressing all of your services and things like that to your Google Ads professional and making sure that they understand your business completely. Google Ads is very effective. And in an upcoming episode, I'm going to talk about, weaning your business off of Google Ads with SEO. But if you're just starting out, Google Ads might be the answer for you to kind of grow quickly and get as many clients as you can right off the bat. With that said, I think it's very, very important to remember that there's a lot of things underlying with keywords. There may be keywords that are not something that you should be targeting. And if there are, those keywords can be set as negative keywords. If you don't know how to do that, then definitely leave your Google Ads to a professional. You can Google all of this. Okay, you can YouTube it, you can do all of the things, but it does take a time investment. And a lot of business owners don't have that time. And you also need that time ongoing. So you need to be able to look at your ads once or twice a week, if not more, and make sure that everything's on track. You're not bidding on keywords that are not relevant. You're not getting clicks for some product that's kind of related to yours in keyword, but not actually in the actual product or service. So all of these things are things that you're going to want to consider. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me by email at amanda@thedeterminedmom.com. I hope that you found this episode helpful. I know that there are many, many businesses out there that are thinking of running Google Ads or they're not sure where to start. So this is going to be one thing that I want you to start with this episode. Just learning some of the parts and pieces and all of those things is very important. One last thing that I want to point out, which I forgot to add in the beginning, is that you want to figure out your ad budget. What is the maximum that you can spend in a month? And then you're going to divide it by 30.4. Okay. And that will give you your daily ad budget. And then if you have multiple campaigns, you're going to want to split that ad budget between each campaign. This can get down into the cents if you have a whole bunch of campaigns. So I would always start with one campaign at first. And then if you see that you want to add a different campaign for a different product or different service, then that's fine. But definitely make sure that you're running your ads all the time, at least at first. And by all the time, I mean just not shutting them off and turning them back on and shutting them off and turning them back on when you have money, because Google Ads bills you once a month and you don't have to necessarily pay them in little chunks and spurts. So making sure that you have a consistent ad presence if you're going to run ads is very important for learning purposes and for actual success with the ads. So if you keep shutting them off, then they're going to keep, just not working for you. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're calculating your ad budget correctly. And if you have any questions, please reach out. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts so that way we can help as many other mom entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, whatever you want to call them. Mom business owners is my preferred method of delivery for that. But looking forward to hearing from you. And we thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening to The Determined Mom Show. We appreciate you, and we would love for you to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. This will help us reach as many other moms as we can. Don't forget to download your 10 things you should be doing to get more clients from Google Search Guide at rebrand.ly/Google10.